South Bunbury do battle with Busselton at Hands Oval as we get the things sorted out in the commentary box here. So Crane has gone to the midfield. We thought he might have started forward, but he's in for South Bunbury. And
looks like Kelton Kemp's going to start in the ruck against Toby Hawkins.
so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Two shorter sort of ruckmen for Southwest Footy League.
Absolutely.
And Mitch Bain, we never said much about him, of course. Mitch Bain is a fantastic footballer. Gee, looking at that centre line matchups, absolutely
he's the
brilliant.
chiseler. Mitch Bain will just keep chipping away at the coalface.
Umpire ready to go. This is SEN Spirit and Darren McDonald.
Up they go for Hondo. One down by Hawkins to Crane. Crane got the hand off to Waldrett. His kick smothered. Waldrett gathers again. Gives off by hand to Bain and Clark. He takes it. Chitty attacks it hard. Ball is in dispute.
Oh, that's a
big
good tackle
for Bunbury Mower Service on Acres.
Gee, I'll tell you what. It's half a second in, Mac, and she is on.
Yep. Both sides going at it. Up they go again. It's Kemp. Hawkins wins it down again. Ball taken by Austin of Busselton. Gets a handball out to Ganser. He can't pick it up. Oh, head over footy Cormac. Nearly had it taken off. But coming through is Bodie Nordell. Puts the ball out in front of Galloway. Away goes Bodie Nordell again. Gorda goes up the middle of the ground. Not the best kick. Austin intercepts. He has the footy in his hands now. He's put on the right foot pass out in front of a teammate there in Crichton. Couldn't pick it up. And they're away. Cormac just stops and props. Gives himself a bit of time. Gives it off to Horsman. Thought about a bounce, then goes inside 50. Ball clears the pack. Johnson gets after it. Ball gathered there well by Acres. And there's been a shot on goal by South Bunbury, and it's only behind. So that ball moving fairly quickly, Alan.
That was a big run by Jack right up around the track. He has started on Crichton, so that'll be a good duel to keep an eye on.
Fraser to bring the ball back into play, and he finds Acres. Just in the back pocket, the right back pocket. Looking for options. Just want to... Goes long now to the half-back flank. Kemp takes the ball on the chest. That's Kelton Kemp in the ruck. Really good work. And he goes long down the line. They hit the wing. There's a 2-on-1, but very good work there by Eckert. Took the ball on his chest. Goes to centre half forward. They set themselves. Working hard around the pack is Parkinson. Eventually gets the football, flicks it out to Howe. Howe brings the ball around to Cameron, who puts on his right boot into the pocket. Big fist there from South Bunbury defence. Here's Crichton, ploughed through, left the ball behind. It's bouncing around like a pinball. Ball spills there. Howe's got his head over it. He's tackled. Fighting on, and the ball will be thrown up about 20 metres out from Busselton's goal on a 45-degree angle.
And very, very fast-paced start to this game.
Absolutely. Big win down by Horsman. Ball only goes as far as Cameron. He fires on goals, and it goes right across the face. And
throw in.
This is a throw in on against the, well, it depends which way you're looking at it, but it'd be the right back pocket for South Bunbury. So both sides have had a shot at goal, Craney.
Yeah, both sides are prepared to move that ball very quickly and take the game on with the run, which is what we expected, Mac.
Yeah, that ball sits still for a moment. The pressure comes, doesn't it? In they come for Hyundai. Ball just taken out of there by Eckert. Dribbles it along the ground. It's taken out of there by Wright. Ball still in dispute. South Bunbury have run out of defence via Bain. And it's trickled over the line to be a throw-in 60 metres out from Busselton's goal. Far side. On the Southwest Isuzu Ute scoreboard.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB is there for your support.
It is 1 point to South Bunbury. One down by Hawkins. He's doing well in that spot. Taken by Ganser of Busselton. Left foot around the corner. Very good work by Eckert. Took a triple grabber.
That is a very good mark.
Eyes for the ball only, Alan.
Yeah, Charlie just knocked that down for the CPA outdoor centre mark of the day. We said about the strength of his hands. He was on Benny Horsman then, who's no slouch himself, and just managed to keep the ball in his control, and now we'll have a shot for the goal to put the first goal through of the game.
He'll shoot from 45, right side for a right footer, and it's a 45-degree angle. In he comes. A little bit of a skip. Goes off his left boot, puts it up nice and high. Umpire doesn't move too far, and Busselton have got the first goal of the day.
Yeah, very, very well worked. A very strong contested mark, and we know how good a finisher Ryan Eckert is. He's already got a heap of goals for the season, and a nice little fill up for a Busselton, and goals are going to be worth their weight in gold, aren't they?
But isn't it like Ganser didn't have a lot of time to have a look on the wing, Craney, and he gathered it from the stoppage and just kicked around the corner, his left foot just to the hot spot, and just trusting that his key was going to be there and be able to mark it. And
I think that's the beauty of these two sides. They'll put possession in percentage.
Yeah.
And that's all you need, isn't it? Forwards only need a little bit in their percentage, and they'll make the most of it, especially ones of the class of Eckert.
Hawkins and Kemp for Hyundai. This one down by Hawkins. Gathered there beautifully by South Bunbury and snapped out of there by Jai Clark. It's at half forward now for South Bunbury. Ball's taken by Busselton. They rebound. That's Arbin. Goes down the outer wing. Gorder flies. Completely misses it. Busselton in control. Ball comes to Howell. He's on the move. Goes inside 50 with a chisel looking for Eckert. Not the best kick, but it's been picked up. That was picked up by Parkinson's. Had a shot on goal and they've got their second.
Yeah, run that extremely well. They are a very well drilled, comfortable side, that. And that Joseph Parkinson, we spoke about him before, the boy from down south, and he just been a goal kicker all along. Gee, I tell you what, didn't take long to work out that he had a bit of space. He just steadied a little bit and popped it through, and Busselton off to a flyer.
Oh, they've started with a real flurry, and be interesting to see how South Bunbury counteract this now. What are they going to do? Is Jace Cormack's come in just to talk to his mids. Obviously played a lot of footy there. He's walking back to his wing. Sean Crane there, he's an old head.
It's good to see this match up here for Southern Lock and Security. Daniel Akers and Jai Clark on this wing. That's worth watching. Keep an eye on that one.
Jay Wright's gone into the ruck and he wins his first knock. Coming through's Cormack.
I wonder if he planned
gets around
that.
on his right boot. Brings it out to the near side, and that's a good mark to Lane on his chest. They'd love him to get up and going today. 60 out, too far to score. Goes back inside, finds Jai Clark, plays on immediately. Goes inside 50 to the corridor. Tony not read it well, got the handball off immediately to Hoffman, who speared it out. Then Haywood has it in the sleeves. Mead, back to, not Mead, it was Fraser, back to Haywood. Now he's tackled, he's mucked around with it for too long. Lucky not to be given holding the ball, but it's at half forward for South Bunbury on that far side. On the Isuzu Utes Southwest, it's 2 goals to Busselton to South Bunbury 1 point. As South Bunbury try to go into attack, here's Arbin has the football, dishes it back to Austin. He's working with Bain. Bain just lays a massive tackle. Ball spills to Haywood. Haywood dishes it off. And umpire says it's come off hands, and there'll be a throw in at right half forward for the Tigers.
A bit of shout out to my co-host Jared O'Brien, who's sitting at home watching. No more text, thanks, mate.
He's battling a bit of man flu. Ball's one down by Wright, picked up by Chitty. Gets a handball away, but to no one in particular. Waldrett lays a big tackle, but without the ball. Bustled to win the free kick. Looks like it's...
We want to be a little bit careful here.
And that's Howell. Dishes off the handball to Hoffman. Hoffman comes into the corridor. He's found Torrey.
Brilliant use
Torrey
of the footy.
Straight up the middle of the ground and hits Akers on the chest. No one came to him. Plays on. Had plenty of room to work in, did Akers, but Eckert got bowled over and Horsman clears the football. Goes out to that far wing. Siska and Haywood working hard at it. It's halved and it'll go over the line. Good defence by Busselton.
I love the spread of the Magpies at the moment. They're always looking, even when Akers took the ball in the middle, he was looking for a feed from behind.
Absolutely. Right on centre wing, on that far side, ball to come back into play. Kemp and Wright. One down by Wright. Goes to Chitty. Chitty looked for someone to give it to. No one was there. There's Ethan Nordell. Hasn't had a big say yet. Handball to Crane. Kicks over his shoulder. Standing back there's Meadmore. Ball comes to ground. He had Lane for company. And that is going to be a very good matchup for Southern
Lock and Security.
Yeah, Lane and Meadmore.
He's been around a while, hasn't he, Johnny Meadmore?
So right half forward for the Tigers.
There's good matchups everywhere when you look around the ground, isn't there?
Ball comes back into play. Kemp wins this one. Crane sharks it off the back. Snaps it off his left foot. Gets to the top of 50. Fraser went to soccer. It misses. Clark was in his road. Fraser knocks out to Austin. Austin tried to fist it forward. Couldn't. Grabs it. Goes to ground. Ball up at centre half forward for the Tigers. It's pretty fierce in the contest.
It is absolutely riveting, Macca.
Wright and Kemp. One down by Kemp. Storming through was Cormac. Umpire's found a free kick, and it's going the way of Parkinson, who's kicked the goal.
Look at the run on the outside too.
Outside, he's got Torrey. Ball bounces twice, then he just picks it up, touches it down as he gets to the flank. Then he goes to the hot spot. They fly. Gorder read it like a book. Comes out to the members' side. Mark on the chest to Bain. What can they work now, South Bunbury? He's got Clark further wider. Finds him. Takes it out in front. He's at left half back. He's looking inside. Nothing there. He might not have a choice but to go LDL. Goes back and finds Wright. Wright goes across the face of goal to Gorder. Gorder likes something he sees, and that's Nordell. That's Ethan. Wheels around the Viking. Feigned a handball. Then gave it to Gorder. Gorder gets back. Dodged one way, then the other. Out to the wing. Finds Versace. Versace, little foot pass to Cormac. They're just working it nicely, the Tigers. Nordell's run up exceptionally well. Gives it off to a teammate. That kick was smothered. That was his brother, Bodie. Went back after it. Here's Fraser. He's repelled well. Got it to Hoffman, to Kennedy. Fraser's run on again. Very slick handball to Austin. Austin out to Parkinson. And Fraser's run on again, the veteran. Gets past middle of the ground. Puts it up to Creighton. Creighton couldn't quite hang on to it. This is exciting football by both sides. It is on. Right. Got the footy out to Galloway. Umpire's call play on.
There for
Galloway's received the handball. Just forward to centre. Goes inside 50, long and strong. Not. Comes out hard. Bodie Nordell head over football. Haywood taps it out. Umpire's found a free kick.
How slip is that handball on both sides? You called it excellent there. That defensive unit of Busselton, they're holding up extremely well, and in a blink of an eye, they push it into attack.
Haywood, he pushes it out to Torrey, who likes a bit of space, doesn't he, Torrey? He's at left half forward, left half back for the Magpies. Comes into the corridor, finds Tony Knott, playing his third game for the Magpies, but it's about his 423rd
He's only got
league game.
323 or something?
Haywood tries to hit up Parkinson's. He dropped what he should have taken. Gathers off the deck. Looks for Meadmore. Crane had him for company. Did exceptionally well with the fist. Siska and Parkinson going at it. Wherever you look, Alan, it's one-on-one.
There's a couple of veterans there, isn't it? Johnny Meadmore and Shawnee Crane.
But one-on-ones everywhere, Alan. And it's really physical, the game, but fast at the same time.
It is seriously quick.
Ball to come back into play. Left half forward for the Tigers. One down by right. Ball attacked, head over the footy, Clark. He's brought to ground. So umpire's going to ball that up. One down by Kennedy. Umpire said he's infringed, gone over the shoulder. He's called Chitty to play on. Chitty goes back to right. Right back out to Cormac. Cormac puts it into the corridor. Great kick. Finds Waldrett. Good and strong mark by Waldrett. He will go back and have a shot from 45 dead in front.
I thought they got caught out there in a bit, the Tigers, because they called play on, but he didn't. He did it very well, right, and Waldrop. That was a terrific mark.
And we know he's got a lethal left foot. Craney and South Bunbury need this goal.
A big happy birthday out there to Johnny Bajetta too.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
23, he tells me.
So in he comes. Cade Waldrop, 45, strikes it on his left. It looks pretty all good. Umpire's working, and he's kicked her behind. They needed that one, Alan.
They did, just to settle the ship a little bit, the Tigers.
And the Southwest Isuzu Ute scoreboard at South Bunbury 2 points, trailing Busselton 2 straight 12. And there's 13.50 on the Preston Power Equipment clock as they come out to the back pocket. Torrey was asked a bit of. Oh, that ball nearly didn't go all the way out, Alan, I reckon.
Thanks to SKG too. Get your scans at SKG for your support this afternoon in what is an outstanding first few minutes of footy.
We're looking for Western All Services best defender as well as the ball comes back into play in the back pocket.
Gee, if you're putting the hand up already, Mac.
Haywood, I like the way he goes. Got it off to Not put it out in front of Marshall. He dropped what he should have taken and away he goes. For company, he's got Gallagher, who wins the football.
Clever.
Gets it to Crane in the pocket on the lead. Worked it really well, read it well, Crane. Got into space, mark on his chest. He's right on the boundary line, Alan, and be shooting from about 40 metres. Has he got the leg?
Well, he's got the leg, but that's a very tricky kick under that scoreboard. That's why we try as coaches to keep away from there. So
he goes into the corridor. He must have heard you, and he finds, is it Nordell?
That's Nordell.
It's Bodie. We've got Viking 1 and Viking 2 out there. This is
and Mum's in the stands.
So he's on a sharp angle, and he'll shoot from about 35. Right side for a left footer, goes off his right, and it's only a behind. So South Bunbury peppering the goals now, but cannot capitalise.
As Jackson Arbin comes on through the Harvey Norman interchange gates.
Been a good player for a long time for the Magpies.
A very long time. In fact, he could well be on the end of this, the way he's going.
Fraser puts in an absolute worm burner to Austin, then runs on to receive the handball. Fraser just evades the tackle at the last minute, comes out the member side, Eckert on the wing, takes an absolute beauty, plays on immediately to centre half forward. Creighton
he's over the
can't get
back.
him to stick. He's good on the ground. Wright does exceptionally well, gets it out to Gorder, and Gorder, under absolutely zero pressure, puts it out on the full.
Yeah, I think there's just normal. Oh, he got caught out there a little bit too.
And Eckert went long. Howell couldn't mark it. Ball comes back from South Bunbury. Bain made a good contest. Coming hard is Cormac, wrapped up, and there'll be a ball up at right half forward for the Magpies. Jeez, wasn't that a good mark by Eckert?
That was an absolute beauty. Did you put him down, Charlie, for
Yes, I have.
our WCPR Outdoors mark of the day?
Hawkins won it down to Waldrop. Waldrop gathers the football, tackled immediately, and Eckert, he had a chance for the CPR Outdoors mark of the day, and then he's just put his hand up for Bunbury Mower Service tackle, as well as Arbin has a footy for the Magpies. Gives it to Austin, who's been busy. Puts it out in the pocket for Creighton. Lace out. That's the way Liam Creighton would like it every single time.
That is what the forwards are after, isn't it? A delivery like that, but a beautiful lead. He just flipped off Jack Wright and got himself a couple of metres, and he is our leading goal kicker in the Southwest Footy League, Liam Creighton. So we know he can kick a couple.
No daylight here, Alan, and he'll be kicking from about 35. Left foot, right side for a left footer. Right in front of the South Bunbury social rooms. In he comes. Off his right boot. It's not a bad looking effort. Gives the hush sign to the South Bunbury social rooms.
Obviously, he was getting
to celebrate.
Fair bit of advice from the South Bunbury members there. That was an outstanding kick. We just know the class of him. Jack Wright's done a pretty good job so far, but he just led, was picked out, Gen X engineering teamwork to perfection, Macca, as he just went back and slotted that one through. And South Bunbury,
talk about their teamwork.
South Bunbury would be ruined those couple of misses they had, because Busselton, well, they're not missing at the moment.
Their ball movement is electric, isn't it?
It is. It is very, very quick.
So Busselton 3-0-18 to South Bunbury, 3 points on the Southwest Isuzu Ute scoreboard, and we're 18 minutes gone on the Preston Power Equipment clock. Back to the middle of the ground for Hyundai Crane. It's their their game on event has kicked off. Up they go, Kemp and Hawkins. One down by Hawkins, taken by Austin though. Parkinson missed the handball. Ball spills out to Arbin, gets on his left foot and drives it inside 50. They set themselves, big fly by Creighton. Gorder gets it off the deck. Got it back to Galloway, and then he finds Gallagher. So Gallagher then comes out to the members' wing. Coming back with the flight was Torrey. Did well, did Waldrop. Gathered it off the deck after the spoil. Got it to Chitty. Bungled over the line, and the Busselton faithful.
They liked that, didn't they? Let's quickly go around the ground. Thanks to Geograph Civil. Bunbury 4-5-29. Leave AMR 4-2-26.
So ball to come back into play right here on the members' wing. It's Kemp and Hawkins. Hawkins just gets it. Kemp battles on the deck. Head over the footy. Waldrop has it now actually on his left foot. Doesn't kick it to anyone in particular. They ask for insufficient intent,
Oh,
and the
and they got
umpire's given it.
Wow, you don't
Wacko. Has that been paid all year?
I don't think so.
Meadmore brings it to Parkinson. Busselton looking the better side at the minute, Craney.
But I suppose if you ask, you receive, Darren. So.
He goes back to the old soldier in Tony Knott. And he goes back to Haywood. He's been impressive, Alan.
He has.
Actually, it's
far.
not Haywood.
It's
Lucas Kemp.
Tell you what, there's a few people putting their hand up for the Western All Pest Services defender.
Drew Clark has the football, gets it out to Arbin. He stops props, comes back to Clark.
It's just the options the Magpies are creating for themselves.
And now they're denying South Bunbury the football. Parkinson in the middle of the ground. Is it Austin? Sorry. Austin. Just behind centre. Goes long, straight down the guts. And then the ball, there's a free kick going to Howe for being infringed in the marking contest. Gets handball straight off to Torrey. Torrey goes long inside, out to the pocket, right in front of Patterson. Coming hard too was Solberg, and the ball trickles over the line. It'll be a throw in at left full forward for the Magpies.
We're also looking for a rising star thanks to Grudge Door Southwest, Charlie. So, gee, you've got a fair bit to do this afternoon, mate.
I'll be on the lookout.
Ball comes back into play. Hawkins, big fist for South Bunbury. Galloway got it to Gallagher again. The 2G see the ball over the line. It'll be a throw in front of the light post. Left full forward for the Maggies. Whew. Alan, I'm going to need a real rest at quarter time. Ball comes back into play for cashforcans.com.au. One down by Kemp. No one can win the ball cleanly off the deck, and now they're going to ball it up.
I tell you what, players will be loving this too. You love to play in games like this.
Oh, don't you?
When the ball's moving, it's quick, it's solid, there's run, and there's a free kick to Busselton.
There is.
Like Parkinson.
Must have been taken high in the contest. Parkinson's get a chance to line up for his second.
Gee, this will put a fairly good lead for the Magpies.
He'll kick it from 45, almost dead in front, Alan. Well, do you reckon that breeze is favouring the city end, and it's got up a little bit, but hasn't affected Busselton any?
But there could be rain coming in too, so early goals are going to make a big difference.
Parkinson's kick smothered. Siska did exceptionally well on the mark. Ball's in dispute. Parkinson's going back to try and get it again. Bain has it. Tackled by Parkinson for Bunbury Mower Service. Ball goes over the line. They're going to throw it in for Cash for Cans.
Gee, what a great bit of work by Siska then.
Oh, was it? What? Would have thought it would be a certain goal.
You've got to be very careful with that. I've seen 50 given away for that, so the umpire must have called it as we're starting to get a bit of a sprinkle coming across Hands Oval.
Hawkins and Kemp. Hawkins got a hand on it for the Tigers. It's all tied up there, and they're going to throw it up for Hyundai. Game offender has kicked off here for a Hyundai. Up they go. One down by Hawkins again. Crane working hard. Hoffman was with him. Bodie Nordell offering a physical presence. Umpire's going to ball it up again. Said, you've had enough time, boys. Let's try one more time. Watch for the free kick, Alan. Oh, big fist from Kemp. Just got sick of this. Goes out in front of Crawford. He can't gather it. He had Patterson for company. Ball trickles over the line just inside 50 for the Magpies.
That's the way to clear a clearance, isn't it? Just whack it. Yeah. Big Kemp just went bang.
Yeah, he got fed up with it, so he just smashed it. Well done to the youngster. Ball to come back into play for cashforcans.com. One down by Kemp again. Picked out of there by Howell. His teammate fell over as he was about to kick it. That was Austin. And South Bunbury kicked the ball out of defence, but out on the full. Or was it already run over the line? Or they're talking about whether it was run over the line first. No, she's out on the full. So Busselton will get a chance to go back into attack again. Magpies have been extremely impressive. Hoffman has the football. Too far out to score. Elects to drive the ball inside 50. Straight to the hot spot. They set themselves. No one can take the mark. Versace got it off the pack. Off to a teammate. They dribble it down the corridor. Kemp gives a big handball out there. Haywood under pressure. South Bunbury clear again. And there's the siren as Fraser takes the mark in defence on the siren. He was trying to see if the umpire was playing the mark. Do you think he'd be having a shot from behind the centre, Alan?
Well, you'd be optimistic anyway. It is quarter time at Hands Oval here, and a very good quarter by the Magpies. They lead 3 goals straight, 18 to South Bunbury 3 points. This is SEN Spirit. We'll be back after the break for quarter number 2. Quarter, they were 3 straight, 18 to South Bunbury, just the 3 points. South Bunbury had their chances, neglected to take them as we get the rain starting to come down across. That first quarter played in very good conditions, but now the rain has come back in and fairly heavy. Macca?
Could that rain be the Buckingham the Butcher's bucking big moment, Craney?
Well, there could well be. Busselton moved the ball very, very well, don't they?
Oh.
They are a very slick
So
side.
their first thought is to use the ball by hand, and their teammates know it, so they're there ready, waiting to go.
So can the Tigers push back? There is a bit of...
It is persisting down, Alan.
Yeah, there is a bit of moisture starting to come now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which South Bunbury just need to work and make the most of their opportunities. They've had enough of the footy.
Yeah.
Just
They have.
a couple of those shots of goal needed to push through.
Yeah. So if you have a look
Jace
at it...
Cormack's come to this
Yes.
wing onto Jackson Arbor. There's a couple of veterans for you. Jackson Arbor for
Absolutely.
Busselton and Jace Cormack for South Bunbury.
If you look at it, they've had as many shots on goal and probably as much of the football. They just don't need to panic, and they need to continue to apply the pressure.
Second quarter action for SEN Spirit and Darren McDonald.
And that one was won down by Kemp. He beat Hawkins. Going over the foot is Ganza. Kicking the ball out of there was Bain forward for South Bunbury as they get the clearance. It's inside 50. Fraser comes at it. Sockers it off the ground. Ball's working out there for Akers. He picks it up. Handballed it back to Knott. Knott kicks it long down the wing, and a really good mark, an immediate play on by Busselton, and that's what they do. Parkinson has it now on the wing. Puts it out in front, and that was a good mark by Eckert. Taking the ball like it's dry. Drives it in now on his left foot. Cried down the back. Chest mark umpire says play on. Patterson picks it up. Tackled by Versace for Bunbury Mower Service. And they're going to ball it up in the right forward pocket.
Gee, I
for the
thought he had
Magpies.
done enough then, Liam.
I was about to write that one down.
Yeah, he bodied, worked it out, and then dived back on the footy. It just dribbled out as he hit the deck.
Eckert can't quite gather it off the deck. Now it's picked up by Solberg. Goes one way, then the other. Comes back in. Not the best kick. Busselton still have the footy. Austin goes back again to Sobesball. Kick smothered excellently by Horsman. Spare parts man, and then rolling through was Akers. Ball goes out of bounds just in front of the scoreboard, and it'll be brought back into play.
Gee, Busselton, once they get it running out of defence into attack, absolutely superb. They're just pinpointing their passes with great accuracy.
It's almost an instruction to play on at all costs as Kemp, neither ruckman wins it there. Busselton's to head over the football by Ganza. Coming at it again was Akers. Ball still in dispute. Now Cormack runs away with the football for South Bunbury. Goes right across the ground into the members' side. Haywood has the football. He tries to shrug off Siska. Siska lays a brilliant tackle. Arbin comes to meet the football. Siska with his second effort.
Oh, well
now
done,
he
young
wins
man.
the footy. The umpire's found a free kick. And who's it going to? For being legged, it's Cade Siska. Good effort, young man.
Yeah, he's 1-on-2 then, Kate Sisson, just very persistent.
Yeah. He 2 efforts, 2 different blokes, won the footy, laid 2 tackles. Kick goes long down the wing. Tony Knott smashed in the head as he went to take the mark. Ethan Nordell picks up the footy, somehow gets a hand on it. Now lay back there for Busselton was
A few
Drew
windies
Clark.
in there, Darren.
Austin emerges with the footy, and then his kick goes straight up and under. Big fist from Ethan Nordell, and the ball's out of the line, and the players are looking puffing and puffing already, Alan, in this one.
Busselton are setting themselves up very nicely when South come out of attack, and that's what they did to him in that first game. It's the same as Donnybrook did to South Bunbury. Stop their outs.
Members wing, ball to come back into play for cashforcans.com. In it comes Hawkins and Kemp. Hawkins wins this one. Chitty can't take it. Coming through is Kemp. Nordell sockers off the ground. Arbin picks it up, does well. Kicks it forward. Going back was Clark, Jai Clark, but a big fist there from Patterson from Busselton. Ball still in dispute in the middle of the ground. Jai Clark gets a handball to Siska. Fumbles at the last minute. Rolling through there was Waldrick. Head over the footy. Ganza gets it forward, but marking on the chest is Gorder. Plays on. Juggled it at the last minute. Gets it out to Jai Clark. Takes it on the chest. Thought he tried to play on Ellen, but fell over.
Gee, that footy went through the middle there. Just was Brilliant.
Clark kicks it, trying to go for Bodie Nordell. He can't pick it up. He's got 2 to beat. Does very well. Comes back for a second. A third effort. Well done, Bodie Nordell. Tries to shove one off. And now the umpire says, holding the ball. There's no justice, Craney. Austin for the Magpies. Goes long down the middle of the ground. It clears the pack. Storming through there was... that was Cameron. You overran it. South Bunbury have the footy again. They're all overrunning it. Ball's a bit slippery after that bit of rain. And this has turned into a bit of a slog. Parkinson held without it by Bain. Umpire says play on. They're working all around. It's like bees around a honey pot at the moment. Bain gets up, tries to work his way out, and the umpire's going to ball it up at centre half forward for the Maggies.
You don't need to make much of a mistake before it zips off away from you.
Away they go. Hawkins wins this one down. Taken by Crane. Snaps it out of the pack. Put it out in front of a teammate there in Chitty. Chitty's got a couple to beat. Really well worked by the Magpies. Not the veteran. Picks it up and stabs it down. Not a bad effort. And Cameron's been paid the infringement.
The value of Tony Knight, eh? Just cool, calm, collective. Slowed it down. Advantage.
Kicked it to Cameron's advantage and he won the free kick. He's gone inside 50 over the head of Eckert. Right. Comes back into it. Working hard there is Solberg as well. But Cormac picked it up. Got a handball away. Crane, his partner in crime. Bain, handball out to Ethan Nordell, the Viking. Wheels around on the right boot. Straight into the corridor. There's Lane. We need Bain, Lane, Crane. And here's Ethan Nordell who's run on. Good work by him. Kate Siska's lurking. Ethan Nordell goes again. It's with Ethan Nordell in a bit of space. Gives it to Johnson. Fumbles.
Oh, and
he's
hits
hit
the post.
Nothing going right for the Tigers, but that was nearly a great goal for Gen X Engineering.
Teamwork. That was well played too, Macca, just quietly.
Fraser brings the ball out into the pocket and he's found Drew Clark. He's played on immediately. Busselton do it, don't they? They play on very
superb.
quickly.
That's what makes footy good watching, Macca.
Ball's at half back for the Magpies with Akers. He's found Patterson. He was in and out for a fair while of this team, Patterson. Mainstay now, though.
Went off to Newton Ag a couple of years ago and really made a bit of a statement. I think he learned a lot from it too about footy and has definitely become a mainstayer in this side.
Yeah, value of Country Week as Austin goes long down the wing. It's at right half forward for the Magpies. Kicking it off the ground forward is Hoffman. Umpire says in danger and there's a free kick going to the Tigers. Our man... No, it is Jack Wright. He's been working his tail off in defence, Craney.
Yeah, Tigers need to get one through the big sticks, though, Macca.
They certainly do. The game needs this. Jack Wright, big, long drop punt to the far wing. They fly. Ethan Nordell, he's up and about at the moment. Couldn't take this mark. It was Jay Wright, got the handball out of the pack. Kemp overran it. They're still fighting for it on that far wing, just forward to centre for the Magpies, and the umpire's going to throw it up for Hyundai. Game on event has kicked off. Up they go again. One down by Kemp this time, starting to come into the game. Magpies win it out of the pack, but ball's still in dispute. Shovelled out there by Waldrett, looking for Bain. Magpies have the ball. Fraser clears it. Kicks it forward for the Maggies. It's not pretty, but it's fast.
It is quick, all right. You're looking at one end, Macca, she's down the other end.
That breeze is really favouring that city end now, Alan. Look at those trees bending over.
Yep, absolutely. With that rain, a bit of a squall come through.
That city end is left your screen if you're watching the broadcast, folks, or the left of your radio dial, unless you're on the other side of the oval. Ball comes into play. That was for Cash for Cans. Head over the footy.
You know, Jared's just turned his TV upside down there. You've confused him.
Clark for the Tigers wins the ball. Big high kick up the wing.
Well, see how that pulled out of the sky.
Sure did.
It just dropped.
Almost came back and hit Clark on the chest. So it's out of bounds on the far side. Centre wing. Going to be a throw-in for cashforcans.com. It's Kemp and Jay Wright to do battle. Away they go. Ball's one down by Kemp. Jai Clark for Tigers. He's got Parkinson for company, and the umpire says, "I'll ball it up just inside the boundary, forward to centre for the Maggies."
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour, MGIB is there in a magnificent rainbow overhands oval.
Beautiful. Who sponsors that one, Craney?
I'm not sure.
Up they go. Bain Got the handball out to a teammate. Chitty runs on. That was Crane. Got it to Chitty. Chitty goes to the top of 50. Nordell couldn't quite grab it, but wins a free for being infringed. Jeez, he's put himself in the contest, Ethan Nordell, early in this quarter. He might have got a rocket at quarter time, Craney. Away he goes, 60 out, drops it into the top of the square, they fly, ball slips out the back, Chitty's there if he's good enough, picks it up, but he's absolutely poleaxed by Meadmore, and the umpire says you've earned a free kick. Oh, he's not looking that well either, Ellen.
He's pretty tough, Kev Chitty.
For SKG.
I don't think there was too much in that. He just, both players went to ground in the conditions. Has the sun come out again?
It has. SKG radiology. Kev Chitty. He's right side for a left footer. Absolutely zero daylight, kicking from about 20 metres.
Do the Tigers need this one?
Do they? What, Ellen? They haven't kicked a goal. Oh, handball off to the left footer in Waldron around the corner. Kane Waldron gets the Tigers first.
Very well played, young man. He knew that was going to be pretty tough for Kev Chitty. He knew he had the left foot. Did K-Bold right, worked it out beautifully, the Tigers.
So clever.
Just went bang through. It's good. That's what you love about this game. They're all thinking about the game. It's thought. It's not just going bang, bang, bang. They're thinking about their wide left players from both sides, and a much-needed goal to the Tigers.
And I'll tell you what, suddenly, 8-point ball game on the Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury scoreboard. South Bunbury 1-4-10, Busselton 3-0-18. 10 minutes just clicked over on the Preston Power Equipment clock.
And it's hard to believe, but the sun is actually shining.
I know, Alan.
It really is 4 seasons in one day today.
You're absolutely.
We're in Melbourne.
Harvey Norman interchange bench getting a fair workout down in front of us here too. Not a bad spot to sit and watch the footy.
I think we're all getting a workout here, Alan.
I think you're right here.
Here we go. Kennedy's into the ruck. He takes on right. Ball's one down by Kennedy. Shark by Bain. And the umpire's going to ball it up because she's all tied up. Up they go to do it all again for Hyundai. One down this time by right. Socket kick forward by Parkinson. Patterson hit the ball beautifully. Gave the handball off to Akers.
I think
what happened there?
No, it's
High
Clark's,
fend-off?
Clark's copped one on the way through.
Yeah.
From Patterson?
I'm not sure who got it from, but
Gee. He's not looking that well, Jai Clark.
he's got the bit of the blood rule too. He's got one high.
Trainers are coming on.
Gee, he's struggling. That could be straight off to SKG radiology, Alan.
I think he's got a whack in the beak.
Oh, no, he's all right. He's all right.
Just a bit of blood out the snout, isn't it,
Yeah,
Magga?
they'll just straighten that up and put him back out there if there's no concussion.
Hang on, what are they doing now? They're having it's a kick to south, I think.
Might be looking to ball it. Oh, yeah, it is a kick
Yeah,
to south.
it was the free kick.
So high fend off. Must be a high fend off, Alan.
Yeah, it was coming through. He copped one on the way through.
But he hit the ball hard, Patterson.
He done very, very well.
Didn't think there was much malice as just an errant hand. Jeez, and he gathered it well and dished off a very good handball. But glad Jai Clark's all right. We give the Gorda, gives it to Crane. Crane tries to handball immediately to Cormac, who socks it off and lucks a fortune and right. Jay Wright takes a mark on his chest, right on the point
I'll
of
give
the
that
square.
to Cormac.
What a kick by Wright finds Nordell, just sitting inside 50.
He's been busy, hasn't he,
has he?
Ethan
What?
Nordell, of late? As you said, he might have copped a little bit of a chat from Julian Burgess on the first quarter, but by gee, he's fairly stood up this one.
It's a pretty stiff breeze, and he'll be kicking from just inside 50, and not much angle to speak of.
This will be a good indicator, actually.
In he comes. Kicks from 49 off the right boot. It's a good-looking drop punt. It fades at the last minute. It's just a behind. Another behind to the
It's when
Tigers.
those squalls come through that we get that real heavy breeze, but it sort of negates it a little bit with the rain. But bright sunshine now.
Yeah, absolutely. South Bunbury 1-5-11, Busselton 3-0-18 on the Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. 7-point ball game. Fraser brings the ball back into play. Out of
He's
side.
overcooked it. Ooh.
Oh, ball just in dispute. Over the shoulder. Free kick to Gallagher, who's going to bring the ball
He's been pretty
back
handy.
inside 50.
Pretty handy with his hands too, Gallagher.
Yeah, he works exceptionally hard. Finds Crane. And Alan, he's had a number of possessions as that wasn't deemed to be the
This is
required
Siska, that one?
distance. Is it Siska?
Siska
Oh,
at
it
the
is.
bottom
I
of the
thought it was. I was going to say Crane has been right in the game since South have been under pressure.
He'd be loving this one.
Kennedy knocked it down only as far as the opposing ruckman in Nordell, but coming out is Kemp marking it on the chest. No, not marking it on the chest.
Geez, a big plus for Busselton.
Yeah. He's right in the back pocket. He goes long, big long drop punt out to the far wing. They set themselves. There was Gallagher. Kick to, good clever kick to Crane. Crane spots up Bain. Bain to Siska, taken on by Gans. It goes back to Bain. Bain chisels one inside 50. Waldrett on the lead, on the chest.
Gen X engineering teamwork that. We are being absolutely blessed, aren't we, with the quality of footy that's being played so far this afternoon.
What did I say? Extravaganza.
Extravaganza, Macca. I like the way you come across with that.
On an angle, tight angle. Right side for a right footer. Shooting from about 25. Cade Waldrett off his favoured left foot. Umpire does a lot of work and he's kicked a point. It's 2 set shots he's missed, Alan.
Yeah, 1-6. South will be ruin the fact that they can't get it through the big sticks.
So the ball will come back into play for the Magpies. Tony Knott's going to bring this one back in. They're all pretty well set up now. It's players standing still. Gans are providing a bit of movement.
Got Jackson Arbin out here by himself, but he decides to swing the other side.
And Knott just goes whack with the big right boot. Nearly gets it to the wing. Ball's taken by Eckert off the pack. Puts it out in front of Cameron and tells him to run. That's what he does. Picks it up. Goes inside 50. Just puts it in space. Horsman getting back. Coming at it hard was Creighton. Infringed. It wasn't Creighton. It was... Who's that bloke? Solberg. He was in, but it's ended up with South Bunbury running the ball out of the fence.
I like that, Macca. Who is that bloke? Kyson Lane coming off the half. You normally need to change bench.
Here's Clark, brings the ball back inside and finds Bain. There's actually Gallagher. Bain now goes to the top of centre forward. Handball on quickly. Siska gets to the top of 50 and out in the pocket. All on his Pat Malone is the broken nose. Clark.
Yeah, it didn't take him to wipe a bit off his face and get back out there.
So, very tight angle, right side for a left footer, but he'll kick it from about 30 metres. Geez, he'd like to kick this, wouldn't he?
I would think so, and so would the coaching staff of South Bunbury.
So, the wind's going the other way. This seems to be the scoring end. Jai Clark, in he comes, the former Demon, 50 games to his name. Sets sail, kicks it out on the full, and... that's a let-off for the Magpies.
A let-off for the Magpies, and one the Tigers just can't afford to. Up against good sides, you need to absolutely nail it when you get your chances, and they have not done that by a street. 1 goal, 6, and that one didn't even go close, Mac.
No, it didn't. He nearly kicked it into the South Bunbury socials.
Right in front of the South Bunbury socials. There'll be a few tall stories being told in there this afternoon.
Parkinson with the football. Where's he going? Very, very short to Knott. Umpire says not far enough. Knott had eventually got it out. Oh, dear. Crane's picked it up. He's had a shot on goal and he's hit the woodwork. South Bunbury peppering like you wouldn't believe. Not being rewarded for their hard work. Not.
Pretty handy bit of
Umpire
work.
says play on now. Knott comes out. Gives a big long right boot to the far side. Kennedy can't quite mark it. Heading over the football is Gorda, and umpire is going to ball it up for Hyundai. Game event kick-off just forward to centre.
Tony Knott's not a bad bloke kicking in, isn't he? He covers an enormous amount of ground with that footy.
Yep, he does.
You clear your defensive unit pretty good when you can kick it that far.
It's just forward to centre for South Bunbury. Umpire balls it up for Hyundai. Ball is won down by the Magpies. Kennedy. They're fighting for the footy. There's Haywood. Austin wins the ball eventually and gets it forward for the Magpies. Coming at it hard was Horsman, missed it. So did his opponent, but Cormac picks it up, races away, gets out to Clark on the wing. Finding plenty of space is Clark. Cormac's run on. He could still get it out in front of him if he wanted to. Now he's played on. Goes long inside 50. They set themselves.
Oh,
Good
he took the
mark,
mark.
Nordell. No, Bodie Nordell. Said he infringed on Fraser. Fraser plays on immediately for the Magpies, and out of defence they come again. Been under a bit of pressure this quarter, the Pies, and Gallagher takes a good intercept mark at half forward for South Bunbury.
Yeah, you read that well. We just spoke about young Gallagher before.
He's having a good game. Gallagher on his right foot gets it to the hot spot. They set him. Oh, big fly there from Lucas Kemp. The ball's now with Fraser. Gets it to Parkinson. Outside of the right boot into the middle of the ground. Contest after contest. Mitchell Bain picks it up off the deck. Gets it back forward for the Tigers. And he's found Jai Clark, who's been very active the last few minutes.
Yeah, as soon as you got that whack in the beak,
Might have woken him up.
He got going again.
So he's on the right half-forward flank. Elects to go long and high to the top of the square. Umpire's found a free kick. It play on, pay advantage. Is that Johnson?
Johnson's kicked the goal. I'm not sure what's happened. He has. He's
Umpire's paid the advantage. Not
Yeah.
sure what the infringement was, but Johnson's got his first. Wow.
Well, there you go. It is absolutely. Well, they say it's all happening.
Yeah, it's all
happening at
And guess what? South Bunbury got the lead on the Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard, 2-7-19. Busselton 3 straight, 18, and nearly 20 minutes ticked over for Preston Power Equipment Clock Craney.
Yeah, I hope you're keeping an eye on that rising star there, Charlie, because there is a number of them, and the best defender by Western Orpest Services. That garage store Southwest, of course, support the rising star, and there's so many good players out here this afternoon.
South Bunbury have forced their way back into this contest, Craney. I think it's the only way to say it. They've peppered the scoreboard, haven't been accurate, but they have just maintained pressure like we said they needed to, and they've forced their way back in the contest, blunted Busselton's pace. Ball's one down by Hawkins. It's picked up by Ganser, tackled by Siska with ferocity. Umpire says play on. Here comes Howe for the Magpies. They're being worried now in the pressure. Hoffman dances out well for the Maggies. Goes to centre half forward. Oh! Coming across Parkinson with courage. The fly to the pack. Eckert head over the football's won a free kick. He's a very good footballer, this bloke.
He is. He's powerful, isn't he?
Just courageous.
The tackling here for Bunbury Mower Service has been absolutely superb from both sides.
So a chance for the quick reply after South Bunbury have had so much play, not much angle to speak of, and almost dead in front, and will kick from about 45. Eckert. I think he's already got one. He has. In he comes. Gets into that 45 left foot. Strikes it very, very
beautiful
well.
Kick.
Straight
No
through
doubt
the
about
eye,
that.
Diddle. And Busselton regain the lead here at Hands Oval. South Bunbury 2-7-19, trailing the Magpies 4-0. 24 on the Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. 21 minutes gone for Preston Power Equipment.
It's a strange scoreboard, isn't it? 4 goals straight, 4 scoring shots to 9.
Yeah.
But you think Busselton had complete control of that first quarter.
They did.
I'll tell you what, Ryan Eckert, he is an absolute star. He's had a good duel with the South Bunbury defenders there, but once he gets it within that 50, you can just about lock it down and tick it off because he's a very, very good kick of the footy.
Oh, if I played alongside him, his nickname would be the Presence. Because that's what he has, a presence, a real presence up forward. He's strong and he's courageous and he's also very skillful. Very, very good recipe for a good footballer. Hawkins goes up with Kennedy. Kennedy wins this one down. They work hard, couldn't quite win the footy. Now they do. That's the Magpies through Ganser. Good mark going back with the flight. Sawyer, the role player. Goes in looking for Gorder. Gorder was under pressure. They're awake to that move, aren't they, the Magpies?
I like the way the Magpies are coming off that defensive unit too.
Crane has it now. Half back, left foot, hits Crawford, takes the mark. Crane running by. He'll keep running. Crawford, left foot, long down the line to the half forward.
Oh! Mark that one down.
CPR outdoors mark of the day for
It's got to be it.
He's had a crack at 5 of them and one's finally stuck. Ethan Nordell, the Viking, has pulled one down.
Tick that one down, Charlie.
It's got to be.
Our
take some-
CPR
gonna
outdoors
take some
mark
to
of the
beat
day.
Ethan Nordell now goes into the hot spot. Siska has his head ripped off. Umpire says play on. Waldron grabs it, plays on. Ball bounces the wrong way. Umpire's going to bring it
The
back.
ball comes back. I think Siska will get the kick. That was a pretty handy grab, wasn't it, by Ethan Nordell?
Clean as you like.
This game has everything. Everything you'd want to see in a game of footy.
clean as you like in the air on a wet day. He's got up off the ground.
Well, depends what 10 minutes you're at, whether it's wet or dry.
I know.
Every sunny 1 minute, it's wet the next.
He'll kick. He gives a handball off to the Gorder, who's run to 49, left foot, long, and that breeze is definitely pushing the ball across the ground down that far end, isn't it?
Yeah, another opportunity wasted by the Tigers.
They're not afraid to handball it off to the bloke running by when you're having a shot for goal, which is augurs well for Gen X team play, Craney.
You were well played there too, Macca.
Gen X engineering.
He's on fire. That's Giovanetti Firewood. Who's Macca?
Tony Knott. They're flying for everything now. All the players are going for a break. It's unreal. Buckingham, the Butchers,
they run into each
bucking
other.
big moments everywhere. Galloway picks up the football, gives it back to Nordell. He missed Siska, but Crane's there. Rex goes back to Galloway. Galloway chips it to centre half forward. No one can grab the footy. Emerging with it is Drew Clark of the Magpies. Got it to Arbin. He got dumped up, ceremoniously dumped after he got rid of the football, and a free kick going to Little Arbin. Little Jackson Arbin. And that was Kev Chitty.
Plenty of advice coming from the supporters of both sides.
Absolutely. There's no love lost between these two clubs, Craney.
Oh, I love it. It is an outstanding contest.
Arbin
That's a good kick too.
finds Knott. He is at left half back for the Maggies. Wheels around and goes thump on the right boot. Here comes Versace. Good intercept marked by Big Rocco. Eyes only for the footy. He's looking for someone to give it to. They've got plenty of players behind the footy. He just goes long down this member's wing. What's going to happen this time? Hawkins gets a fist on it for the Tigers, brings the deck. Gansey gets it, and he's brought to ground by Chitty, and that's holding the goal for Bunbury Mower Service, Alan.
Well, she's
They
off.
play it immediately. Crane gets a foot pass and found Hall.
Gee, you don't turn your back long here before something happens.
Siska, nearly a contender for CPR Outdoors Mark of the Day. Just couldn't quite bring it down. They're trying to play Busselton's game now, play on at all costs.
She's all go.
Yeah. Alan, you're in awe, aren't you?
Oh, I'm absolutely loving the contest, Macca.
Not often I see you lost for words.
Oh, I'm up and about.
The ball's taken by Arbin. Sogs are forward. He lands with Knott. Knott got it back to Austin. Austin got it down the outside to Fraser. Ball's in dispute again. Right half forward.
I'll tell you
for
what,
the Tigers.
Macca, if this is what we're going to look forward to come finals time, I cannot wait. This is absolutely brilliant.
Sure is. Hawkins and Kemp. One down by Kemp. Cormac goes in, gets his head ripped off and wins a free. And that was a genuine one.
That was, as the siren sounds here at Hands Oval, I'll let you take over from Macca and just let you have a little bit of a rest because it is half-time. And South Bunbury 2 goals, 7-19. They trail Busselton 4 goals straight, 24. What an outstanding game of footy. We'll be back after the break with the Hollow Beach Bar half-time chat. As we relive some of the moments of the first half of footy, which was absolutely outstanding. This is SEN Spirit and the Hollow Beach Bar half-time chat, where we see half-time Busselton 4 goals straight, 24. Lead South Bunbury 2-7-19. In what was a very entertaining first half. Macca, a little bit of a question to you. Giovanetti Firewood. I mean, we use a lot of that firewood this time of year. Fend off the cold with Giovanetti Firewood. Who's running hot?
Geez, there's a number of players, Craney. The whole ground of Hands Memorial is running hot at the moment. Like, we had Cormac really heat up in that. Well, he had a good first half, but he heated up in that second quarter. Sean Crane was really running hot as well. Ethan Nordell was just really up and about across half forward for South Bunbury. And there was one other there that was really working. I'd like to crack a mention there to Gallagher, who was contributing exceptionally well. And then for the Magpies, Eckert, he's burned his fair share of firewood for the Maggies. Austin for the Magpies got plenty of football. Fraser coming out of back, and also Tony Knott and Parkinson's been very good as well.
Tony Knott's been a big asset, and you can already see that. His kicking out of defence is absolutely superb.
Yeah.
Goal kickers so far this afternoon. Kay Waldrop has one. Blaine Johnson has one for the Tigers. Liam Crichton has one. Parkinson one. And Ryan Eckert, 2 for Busselton. that was just outstanding. We spoke off air while we were having a bit of a spell. You know, you pay money to go and watch the footy. That's as good as footy as you'd see anywhere.
Apologies too to Jai Clark. Copped a whack on the gonk, woke up and had an exceptional second quarter too. But, yeah, it's the best half of football that I can remember seeing for the last 2 or 3 years. Anywhere, at any standard, it is just electrifying. It's so physical, but it's so skillful at the same time and so fast. It's the perfect combination.
It's got all the aspects, haven't it, as well.
And
This is a Hollow Beach Bar half-time chat. We'll be back after the break
Oh.
for the second half, if you're ready for it, Mac. The footy we have on our hands. Not overly high scoring, but by gee, it's got everything you'd want to watch in a game of footy. The Tigers are back out on the ground. The umpires are back on the ground. We're still waiting for the Magpies. They're getting their final instructions from Coach Matt Jamison. South Bunbury trailed the Magpies 2 goals 7-19 to Busselton 4 goals straight 24. Now this is a part of the cast that Darren McDonald does really like, because we want the big moments for Buckingham the Butchers inside the Bunbury Plaza. The big moments in the game, because I know this is your segment.
There's been a few big moments for Buckingham the Butchers, and it's the game's still in the balance. We've got 2 heavyweights standing in the middle of the ring, just going blow for blow at the moment, Craney, and it's so entertaining. But a couple of big moments that haven't swung the game yet because it's still in the balance. But the nous of Kevin Chitty, the skipper, tight in the pocket on a set shot when he could have run around on his left to handball to a left footer just standing nearby in the vicinity. And for him to kick the goal around the corner, Cade Waldrett would probably be our favourite for WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day as well. I think that was a big moment, a very big moment, because it got South Bunbury right back into the game after they'd peppered the goals and had not kicked a goal. And the other big moment for Buckingham the Butchers, big moment, has to be the Vikings' big screamer here on the half-forward flank. That was huge.
I was just sitting here watching as the Magpies make their way back onto Hands Oval. There's another bit of a squall coming. Have a look at the Gold Coast. The
A squall?
Down at the
trees look like the trees are from Greenough. They're nearly at right angles.
The goalposts are just bringing them. They're doing their own thing down there. So a shot for goal. They're moving profusely, if you like. Macca, both these sides back in the ground.
Profusely.
Charlie, what did you think of that first half?
Yeah, well, it was entertaining, to say the least. Just both teams, just their pressure, their tackling, starting to run out of ink with the amount of tackles I got to write down. And hopefully that remains the case for the second half.
Let's go around the grounds thanks to Geograph Civil. AMR were right with Bunbury for a while, but Bunbury 9-9-63, lead AMR 5-3-38. So started to move away a little bit. There's a bit going on down in the Busselton forward line as we get ready to start the second half of footy with the top of the table clash. Umpire holds the ball aloft. This is the SEN Spirit and Darren McDonald.
Up they go, Hawkins and Kemp for Hyundai. One down by Hawkins. Crane takes a footy, then tackled by Austin. Ball's in dispute. Crane gets a handball out again. Austin picks up the footy, gives it back to Crane. They're waxing at the moment. Bain fends off. Gets it back to Cormac. He eventually gets a left foot clearance inside 50. They attack the footy. Ball comes out the back. It's Ethan Nordell. Handballs off to Lane. Lane back to Waldrett. On his left. Has a flying shot on goal. And screaming at him in the goal square is Gallagher saying, mate, he's Shannon Knowles saying, what about me?
What about me? Well, we're off to just that halftime break. Did you well too for the Hollow Beach Bar, didn't it, Mac?
So the ball is about to go.
That wind has just picked up into a nice little squall. That ball moved everywhere.
So Tony Knott to bring the ball back into play for the Magpies. Big, long drop punt out here to the members' side. Ethan Nordell just drops in front of
He read that
Kemp.
well. That ball was dropping.
And took a big right foot drop punt to the square, and it's actually cleared the pack and behind.
2-8 from the Tigers.
Gee. So 4 points in it. We're on the I think we're on the WA Carpet Supermarket scoreboard. 2-8-20 South Bunbury.
This would be
Magpies
where
4-0-24.
Tigers would want to take advantage of this, because it's not raining yet, but that wind's coming in a little bit earlier, so they were kicking with that. So while it's dry,
Haywood had the ball in the back pocket for the Magpies. He's found Austin further up the ground. He's a good player, this Austin. Alan?
Yeah, he's had a very good season, has Austin.
He's on the left half-back for the Maggies, drives the ball up the wing. There's a contest, and wherever Benny Horsman is, there's a contest. Just continues to do the job of the role player, doesn't he, week in, week out?
That's been a good one for Garage Stores Southwest, hasn't it, that matchup?
Absolutely. Hawkins and Kemp. Oh, even the umpire's trying to allow for the wind. As Hawkins gets this one down, coming through and doing exceptionally well with Solberg. Got it back to a teammate. Magpies, big up and under, big fly. Ball hits the deck. Coming out was Hoffman. Gets the ball on the right boot. The conditions are really tough out there. Clark has about to get nailed by Ecker. Umpire says holding the ball. They play on. Akers in plenty of the space goes into. Oh, sling.
Oh, the ball.
He's reversed it.
Reversed
Reversed it.
Wow.
That was...
Jeez.
Gee, Busselton were away then. They had an open goal coming up.
So Jai Clark at centre half back. He gets under the ball. He's done that a few times today, but it's landed inside 50. That's massive. Tony not intercept, but that was a huge kick.
Yeah, that just shows the effect of that breeze at the moment.
Austin has the footy. Gave it off to Ganser. Ganser on his left boot up the wing. Solberg can't take the mark. Working hard with him was Cormac, and Cormac wins the free.
He was very clever then, Cormac.
He's a master at it. Comes inside, finds Bain. He's still chiseling away at that coal face, Alan. Chip all day he does. Oh, Bain. Not the best kick out to Crane. Crane back to Bain. Bain gets the ball down the lane. And there's going to be a ball in it.
That was a bit of a pain. It ended up outside, wasn't it?
I bet you wishes he was on a plane. Anyway, it's right on centre wing on the far side.
Let's keep it sane.
All right, ball comes back into play. And no ruckman can win it. Ball's picked up by Clark and given to Chitty. Chitty goes long. Inside 50 they go. Working hard at the bottom of the pack was Lucas Kemp. Now Tyson Lane gets it out to Chitty. Chitty to Crane. Crane inside 50. Johnson. Siska. Clever by Siska.
Oh, very,
Johnson.
very clever.
Tigers get the first of the day. Kate Siska. Gen X Engineering team play to Johnson, and that is a real contender for the WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day.
We said before, didn't we, that players are thinking the games through, and then Cade Siska, absolutely brilliant there. He was under enormous pressure and just spat it back as we watched the replay. Lands in his hand, popped it over.
How good was that?
And Johnson did as well. He turned and ran towards that open goal, and game on again.
That's just trust in your teammate, knowing your teammate. I'm going to pop it there, and he's good enough to get it. So Johnson gets his second, Craney. And I think they've both been from the square.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But he has been working hard at the same time.
And that wind has dropped off a little bit.
So on the WA Carpet Supermarket, Craney, the Tigers have hit the lead. 3-8-26, Busselton 4-0-24. Suddenly the Tigers have really lifted in the second quarter and the start of this third. And Busselton are being asked to respond now.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour, MGIB is there, and they support us big time, do MGIB.
Up they go. They're going to go up for Hyundai. Game event has now kicked off. Game on event. One down by Hawkins. Crane, he's been dynamite in the clearances today. Gets the ball on the right boot. Puts it out in front of Siska, who's running off for Giovanetti Firewood. Puts it on the right boot. Gets it over the top. Lane. First to recover, comes back on it. Ball evades him. Torrey's with him, gives him company. Chitty storming through. And suddenly, the Magpies do not seem to have any answers.
Yeah, it's just, the game goes in ebbs and flows. That's what we love about this game we've got, isn't it?
They have been really stung into gear since that first quarter. Cade Siska, he's gone up another level today in mine. I like the way he goes about his footy, growing every week. Hawkins, the ball has cleared the pack. No one can pick it up except for Ganser. He left foots it down the corridor dribbler. Eckert asked to do a bit. Gorder with him. Howlett fix that up. Gets it out to Eckert. Gets on his right boot. That's his non-preferred. And it just gets inside 50. But running out is Horsman. They say insufficient intent. and the umpire says yes. So the Magpies have it. They play on immediately. It's Austin with the football. He has got a mountain of time. When you talk about time on the Presta Power equipment clock, gets to the top of 50. No one can take the footy. Now Hoffman does. It's gotten ugly. Back with the fly. Beautiful
Parkinson
mark.
again.
It is Parkinson.
He is becoming a very, very good player.
That was
he
courageous.
has been a very good player for Busselton. That was very well done, wasn't it?
Very courageous. So he's dead in front. He'll have a shot from 40, Alan.
And will they keep their perfect record going? 4 straight so far.
Oh, goodness me. He's going to back himself in. They need to respond. In comes Parkinson. Gets to 45. Let's fly with a bit of a sand wedge. Ball drops down. Big fist coming out by right. Head over the footy. Umpires found a free kick going to that man, Cormac. He puts his head over the footy, Alan, doesn't
You'd love him in your side, wouldn't you?
Out he goes. Out of the wing. Siska flies. Lane waits over the back. Here's Fraser, red at best. Comes at it. He's got Ganser if he can get it to him, but he can't. So it'll be a throw-in on that far side. That breeze is really having an influence on this game now, Alan.
Yeah, it's an amazing breeze, though. Then all of a sudden it'll disappear for a little while the sun comes out.
Yeah. So they're going to throw it in for cashforcans.com. It's Kemp and Chitty in the ruck.
Have you got our rising star for Garage Store Southwest, Charlie?
Still looking for some.
Just keeping an eye on them.
Yep.
Ball comes back into play. It's one down by Chitty. Got it to Waldrett. Waldrett handball to Cormac. Gave it to Bain. Out back to Chitty. He elects not to give it to Clark. Coming out there was Bodie Nordell. Umpires found a free kick. And there's a bit of a squabble going there with Siska and Fraser. Not sure whose kick it is.
Did that come over the... That was well off the ball, whatever happened over there.
Umpire...
It was out of our vision. Looks like
Siska.
Siska's got the kick, I think.
Siska's... he's really causing... And it's a 50-metre penalty.
I'm not sure. No,
it's not. What's going on here?
Kev Chitty's got the
footy.
kick at half forward for
Goodness,
South Bunbury.
I can't work this one out.
No,
anyway,
we'll just bypass that and carry on, I reckon.
Chitty 70 out, chips it inside 50. They set themselves. Knott puts his body on the line. Crane picks it up. Got a handball to Waldrett. Waldrett snaps and hits the post. He was almost celebrating.
Geez, 3 goals, 9 to South Bunbury.
And Waldrett's kicked 1 goal, 3.
Great to see the big scoreboard going.
3-9-27 South Bunbury. Busselton 4 straight, a 24 3-goal lead to the Tigers on the WA Carpet Supermarket scoreboard. They bring it back to play the Maggies, being run down by Mitchell Johnson. Oh, swing! You're joking.
Oh, wow.
Blaine Johnson run down Parkinson. And
wow.
Oh dear.
I reckon Parkinson might breathe a sigh of relief there.
Yeah.
Umpires in this league don't make too many blues, so we let them off. Parkinson brings out a Torrey, takes a chest mark. Is that 50? Umpire was awake to that. He did try to milk.
Another incident.
Jeez, she's on here.
Jeez.
Umpire said it's going to go to Parkinson down the ground. They're right into Siska at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
We just need to grab a little bit of control here. There's players going down left, right and centre around the place.
Parkinson goes into the corridor, finds Fraser, the veteran. He turns around and immediately plays on, kicks it out to the wing to Austin. Austin waiting for someone to come. Cormac, he's clever. He could just about beat 2 of them. Cans are on his left foot. It's a left half forward, not the best kick. Gorda doesn't mark it. Gets a handball away in the nick of time. Waldrett gets it back to Wright. Wright comes out, tries to hit a stab pass. Parkinson's there. Working hard's Chitty. Umpire's going to ball it up right in the bullseye.
I am absolutely, cannot tell a lie, Macca, absolutely loving this contest.
It is fierce.
It is absolutely brilliant. No love lost. Skills are aplenty.
And up they go for Hyundai. It's 1 down there by South Bunbury.
Clever by Bain.
Gets it out to Nordell on the run. He takes off, has a bounce, has a look behind him, sizes up what's in front of him, goes long to the square. Oh, no one can take the mark. Fraser roves it well off the pack, gets it out with his left foot. Ganser, another left footer, has a look on his left, tries to go corridor. Good mark to Gorda. He'll do that time and time again. Comes into Wright. Wright's in the middle of the ground. Stab pass to Gallagher. Right there with him, Patterson.
Good awareness. He could have went then, but Patterson was right on his number.
Just feel like South Bunbury's getting the game on their terms as he gets it back to Jack Wright. They like to do this, the Tigers.
Both coaches working that Harvey Norman interchange bench at a rate of knots.
He gets it inside 50. Tony Knott nearly pulls down one. He was infringed, and then he plays on immediately. Gets the ball across the ground, and there's Austin. Can't mark it. Ball's taking off. Coming out is Galloway, and he wins the contest but takes it out of bounds. Austin should have done better there, Alan.
Yeah, just there's no second chance here, is there, Macca? You make a bit of a fumble or a bit of a mess up, and you get targeted very, very quickly, and that's the way it should be. That's what you love about footy.
12:15 gone on the Preston Power Equipment clock, and we're at right half forward for the Tigers. As coming through was Hoffman, got the handball back there to Austin. Austin just dribbled one down the wing. Eckert being held, or was it Howell? Yes, Howell being held. Got it back to Parkinson. Snaps it on his left. It's just a real slog at the moment, Alan. There's two heavyweights standing in the ring, just trading
punches. You're right there.
Going, it's a rumble in the jungle, mate. Bang, bang.
Thanks to SKG to get your scans done at SKG. You're right, Macca. They're both sides going hammer and tongs, standing toe to toe. No one taking a backward step or trying to dodge around the contest.
Not at all. Kennedy sort of pushed out of it by Wright in the end. Bain pulled off it, holding the ball. Incorrect disposal. Austin has the footy. What can the Magpies do? You'd think they'd need to get moving. They've only kicked one goal in the second quarter. They've gone long to half forward.
But could be coming home with what breeze there is at Hands Oval, heading towards that city end. All depends on what these schools do. But it's pretty fine at the moment, heading down towards the south there.
Yeah. So Gorda saw the ball over the line, and it's at left half forward for the Magpies. Ball's coming back into play for cashforcans.com. Kennedy wins this one. Ball comes back out to that man Austin. Slipped as he was about to kick it, and then he's drilled. Umpire says push in the back. Thought he just fell over, but anyway. Austin's got the footy again.
How quick does that ball come out of them packs?
He's running hot for Giovanetti Firewood. Ball's holding up in the breeze, Alan.
Absolutely, and that's where Busselton will come home with that breeze.
Ganza. Parkinson had his head ripped off, won a free kick. He'll need to get on with it quickly. He's looking for someone in the corridor, doesn't trust himself. Coming out after him, Sawyer. And then Sawyer, good pressure for him, and it's out on the full. And South Bunbury will bring it in through Galloway.
You just wonder whether that 3-9 is going to hurt the Tigers.
It could. They get a couple more this quarter, though. They're right in the van to win this. Galloway, long kick down the wing. Did it carry? Ball spills out the back. Meadmore. He's knocked off it by Wright. And away go the Tigers. Cormac has a bounce. Shows the ball.
Great tackle.
You don't see that? Oh, no. Umpire said we're going to ball it up.
Yep, throw it in.
Gee.
Not often he gets caught, does he, Jace Cormac?
Gee, you would have thought that was holding the ball every day of the week. And you don't see that often from him.
But it is Saturday.
All right, ball at right half forward for the Tigers. One down by Kennedy, but it went to Wright, his opponent, who's grabbed it and pulled it in. The umpire's now going to ball it up for Hyundai. Game on event is now kicked on.
Been a good battle in the ruck there too.
Kennedy wins it down again. Socket off the ground by Austin. Akers puts his head over it, had it taken off. So he goes back. Siska's really
into everything this quarter.
He's very willing. He's got Fraser in the middle. Not the best
dangerous
kick. Waldron has the football. He has got a fair hoof. He puts in an absolute bullet to Johnson. Attacks it well. Can't pick it up. Keeps it in front. It's there if he wants it. Bodie Nordell doing exceptionally well there was Kemp. And then it's fisted out there by Torrey. Ends with Bain. He's, what do you call it? Sliding in.
Poleaxed.
Bodie Nordell has the football and he's brought to ground by Meadmore and they're just going to ball it up 40 metres out in front of the Tigers' goal.
Bain's a bit slow getting off the deck there.
Well, he was cannoned into his shins. Ethan Nordell out of the pack, snaps on goal. Brady, what is that?
Mark that one.
That is the CP out today. WA Cup and
So that's
Supermarket goal of the day contender for the Viking. The Vikings got one for each prize.
He has it. Tell you what, they're going to take a bit of getting that off him because that was absolutely outstanding. Come from absolutely nowhere too, under enormous amount of pressure. But it was amazing how the ball was bouncing in the middle as we just watched the replay as he pops it on his boot. The ball bounced, could have bounced anyway, bounced favourably for the Tigers. Very handy goal to Ethan Nordell, who's had a very good afternoon at the office.
I should have called Waldrett's name then to get him back for the one I gave to Ethan a couple of WA days ago.
It's an interesting. Toby Hawkins has gone on to a win
Rightio.
up against Ben Ganser. I reckon they might change that match up.
And on
quickly.
the WA Carpet Supermarket WA Carpet Supermarket scoreboard, it's the Tigers by 9 points. They are grinding away, Alan.
They are, and it is a grind.
Up they go for Hyundai. No ruckman can win it. There's Ethan Nordell, wins the stoppage. Clearance, got it out there to Waldrett. Waldrett, handball onto Crane. Crane looks and finds Clark. Clark marks inside 50, can go back. And this is gettable by him with this breeze.
Yeah, he thought about turning and going there, just had a little bit of a look at it and decided, nah, I'm going to go back and see if I can smack this one through.
45-degree angle kick from 50. He's got the distance, but he's just got to get a lower ball drop. He's got a lot under the ball today and got it high, so he's got to keep his body over it. In he comes. 51. Not a bad strike, but he misses to the near side.
They'll be ruined, these misses, Julian Burgess. 4-10 to 4 straight.
Yes.
14 scoring shots to 4.
And 18 minutes gone on the Preston Power Equipment scoreboard. But South Bunbury, would you say they're looking to have control, Craney?
Well, they have at the moment, but this is an amazing game because it can just change in the blink of an eye.
Fraser, he's worked hard today, the veteran, for his side. Brings the ball out. Chip pass to a contest. That was ambitious. And Bain takes the mark. So Bain.
Bright sunshine across Hands Oval again. You're right, Charlie. 4 seasons in one day.
So Bain, he's 55 out if he's going to take a shot. There is a fairly big breeze behind him. He's going to have a go. Goes from 52. It's a low flat punt. He's got it. Mitchell Bain, the chiseler, has chiselled one home for WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day.
Well, that didn't spin right. It floated, but it did enough, Macca, and that's all you need to do is to poke them through the big sticks. Very handy couple of goals there. Yeah. Mitch Bain, he kicked that from right on 52, so it's probably 55 by the time it added onto his
52.
boot. 52 metres?
Yeah.
Will go on the thing. So, yeah, it was a very good kick by Mitch Bain and a good grab. So, interesting now, because they'll need that little bit of a lead, I think, with this breeze going into this last quarter.
Absolutely. 16-point ball game now in favour of the Tigers on the WA Carpet Supermarket scoreboard, and we're just about to tick over 20 minutes in this quarter for Preston Power Equipment. Oh, she is on like Donkey Kong. Up they go. Kennedy wins this one down for the Pies. No one can take it cleanly. It's aerial ping pong at its best. Parkinson tried to wish his way through. No one can grab it. It's still in dispute. Putting his head down's Waldrett. Then he's tackled immediately. Umpire says, I'll have it. And ball it up for Hyundai.
Quick around the ground thanks to Geograph Civil. Bunbury 9-12-66 have defeated AMR 6-5-41.
Up they go. Ball's in dispute once again. Cormac has his jumper ripped down as the ball comes out again. Umpire is going to do it all again for Hyundai. Their game on event is now kicked off. Up they go. One down this time by Hawkins. There is no room to move at all around the stoppage, Alan.
It is. No, you're right. It's been like that since the first ball up, Mac, which has been very impressive.
They've even got Creighton up around the ball now, trying to get him in the game as Parkinson snaps that one forward. Lux of Fortune found Howlett, gave it to Arbin. Going on with Solborg. Tumbles one inside. Trying to get after it. Eckert. Horsman first to arrive. Doesn't give away anything. Gets a footy back to Galloway. Steps over the line.
Well, they quite often do that with Liam Crichton.
Yeah.
They throw him into the midfield because he's just as good in the midfield as what he is up forward.
Galloway to bring the ball.
He's got Clark right out here if he wants to, but
Galloway to bring it straight down the centre of the ground. They set themselves. Goes over the back. Fraser's weighted down. Got the ball back to Torrey. He got a little bit of a mongrel
clever.
pick out to Ganser. Ganser's got roof to move. Siska closes. Oh, puts the bullet in and read it like a book did Cormac. Cormac unloads with a big drop punt. That's huge. Put it in front of Nordal Ethan, but the Magpies recover again. Meadmore up the wing. Kennedy. It's still fast and frenetic. Kennedy's got the mark. Behind centre wing. Puts in a stab pass. Akers. Good lead. Takes it on the mark. Takes it on the chest. He's right on that far wing. He's looking for options. There aren't any. There is. There's a short pass and he hits it up nicely. Good work. Found Howlett. Howell's just in front of the wing. Plays on now. Right foot. Chip past the centre forward. Parkinson can't quite take the mark. Didn't time the jump. Bain gets a handball out. Cormac. Another handball from him. Crawford couldn't take it. Magpies have the footy again. Head over the footy wherever you look. Howe. They're all in it. Umpire's going to ball it up. Torrey getting up.
Gee, I tell you what, Jace Cormac's put everything into it too. He loves the big games, does Jace Cormac.
He played a good one a couple of weeks ago out at HBL in the wet. He's on fire again today for Giovanetti Firewood.
And
Speak of the devil. He's got it out. Little Arbin gets a handball over the top to Parkinson. Fumbles. He's getting tired. Comes to Solberg.
Well, his numbers
every back
everywhere.
to Ganser. Goes on his opposite foot. And it shows he's only found Galloway. Eckert just shouts a fair bit of abuse at his teammate there.
Yeah, well, Busselton had all the numbers then.
Crane, the little master, has it.
Not
over
much
on
up front here.
far half-back flank for the Tigers. He elects to go long to the wing. It's a good-looking drop punt. Judging it well was Meadmore. Couldn't mark. Follows the ball on the deck. Gets it back to Kennedy. Kennedy fires it into Hoffman. Hoffman puts in a worm burner and finds Solberg. Solberg gets a handball away to a teammate in Akers. Akers puts the ball up into the pocket. No one can take the mark. They're defending exceptionally well. Patterson, head over the ball stuff. Umpire's found a free kick, has he? And it's going to the Tigers, and he's let them play on. Bain takes a mark in the left back pocket, waiting for everyone to get adjusted. Goes further into the pocket to Crawford, takes a mark on his chest, still inside D50, right in front of the South Bunbury social rooms. He's going to go long down the line. He winds up, goes off the instep. They set themselves. Tony Knott for the Magpies. Takes a good intercept mark. Gets it to Hoffman. Hoffman's got Patterson on the outside. He takes a mark on the chest. Runs to 55 and in the pocket. On the chest. Sorry, out in front. Not on the chest. Was Cameron.
Yeah, look, the Magpies have been building that nicely. They just had numbers everywhere and they stopped South Bunbury's out. So when it come back to Knott, they just had numbers on the outer side. So it results in a shot for goal.
45-degree angle, right side for a right footer. Will kick from 45. Cameron. Oh, it's a mongrel floater. No one can mark it. Creighton overran it. It's a behind. Their second behind for the day.
Gee, he got nothing of that, did he? He didn't get a piece of that.
I reckon that breeze is really destructive over that far side. Blunting the skills.
And I'll just about guess where Tom Gorder's going here. As far as he can.
Look where they're all sitting.
Yeah.
Right in the centre square. But he's bringing it out the members' side and still goes into the centre of the ground. Big drop punt. Big fist by Hawkins over the back. Bodie Nordal grabs a footy. They're tackled. And at three-quarter time here as these heavyweights trade blows, it's South Bunbury 5-10-40 to Busselton 4-2-26. 14 points in favour of the Tigers on the WA Carpet Supermarket scoreboard.
Three-quarter time in the top of the table clash, and it's living up to its build-up to its magnificent game of footy so far. We'll be back after the break to see how it's all going. Oval. South Bunbury 5-10-40, lead Busselton 4-2-26 in what has been an outstanding three-quarters of footy. Looking forward to the last. Busselton coming home with the breeze. So it's just all there for any team, isn't it, Mac?
Oh, Craney, this game is still on. It's 14 points of diff. Tigers have worked their way back into it. They've been inaccurate in front of goal, but, geez, they've been disciplined the last two quarters and stuck to the task. Magpies played on at all costs in the first half to really good effect, but we didn't see that in the second half. They were really on the ropes. as South Bunbury took it to them. And it'll be interesting to see how they respond now as we get ready to begin this last quarter of the clash of the Titans.
The players must be weary too, not just physically but mentally, because a lot's gone into this game.
My word.
And it went right from the first go, didn't it? So there's no doubt about that. What are you picking up?
I'm picking up that Fraser's going into the middle of the ground. Oh, no, he's just talking to his midfield. No, he's going into the middle of the ground, Alan.
For the Magpies?
Yeah, the number 6, the veteran. He does... I know they do this from time to time, but they must be wanting a bit of experience in there. Just
Liam Crichton's gone into the midfield. As you said, halfway through that third quarter, he adds a bit of spice to that midfield as well. So it's all here.
Jeez.
For one of these sides will be very happy this evening. So after what has been a very good performance by both of them.
So what have they got running out of defence then?
Umpires just about checking the 6-6-6. Gallagher on this wing up against Jackson Arbour. Young Gallagher's had a very good game of footy, so interesting to see how he goes. Umpire Cameron is just about to hold the ball up.
Craney, no one's gone home, that's for sure.
This is SEN Spirit and Darren McDonald.
Up they go for Hyundai. It's one down by Kemp. Head over the footy, Crane. It's been head over the footy all day. They fight for it, and they're going to ball it up just forward to centre for the Magpies for Hyundai. Up they go again. Game on event is kicked off. Taken there by Clark.
Well, it's one of those games, Mac. If you don't put your head over the footy, you're going to be in all sorts of trouble. You're going to lose it, and it's going to go up the other end very quickly.
There's Cormac. Geez, he set the tone for his side.
Been outstanding.
Hawkins got it to Payne.
He got
kick
smashed.
Smothered. Head over footy. Chitty goes hard. Third effort. Gans is brought to ground. Umpire says sling. Third sling decision today, Craney, so they're consistent. I don't know that it was a sling, though. No double action. But Ganser gets up. On his left boot. Drives it straight inside 50. They stand underneath it. Akers couldn't mark it. Ball spills out. Cormac's there. Umpire's going to ball it up.
I understand the sling, but if you're in the motion, how do you stop that motion?
I think it's got to be a double action. You know what I mean? And I didn't see that as a double action. One down there by Eckert. The Magpies soccer it forward. Akers is there. Can't pick it up. Working there's also Cameron. South Bunbury through Versace fighting on.
Pressure down there is immense.
And they're going to ball it up right at the top of the Magpies square. They'd like to get the first one. One down by Eckert. Tapped it forward. Cameron can't pick it up. They keep it in play right there. And I even cracked myself up there. I didn't mean to do it.
I did have a little chuckle, Mac. I thought that was all right.
Right back pocket for the Tigers. One down by Eckert again. Cameron can't pick it up. Coming out of the pack, Busselton. Shot on goal there by Austin. Didn't make the distance. Knocked through. Busselton get the first score of the quarter.
Very disciplined there by Versace too. Just a fist on it. Try and clear it out of the way.
Rocco.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what Gorda does here, because with the wind, he just launches it as far as he can down the midfield. See if it'll be the same tact with that wind against him.
He runs his full measure.
Yep.
And goes long on the left foot. It's a good kick. Gets inside the centre square. Ball hits the deck. Working hard's Ethan Nordell. Got it back to Cormac. Cormac to Bodie Nordell. He settles and then
Clark
kicks it long. Clark's out the back, a mark on the chest. So he beat Torrey to the football quite easily. It'd be too far out for him to score. Jai Clark. He's looking for options. In the end, he goes backwards. He finds Waldrett taking the mark on his chest.
Wasn't a convincing backwards, was it?
No, it's the last minute backwards. Now Waldrett, we know he's got a long leg, but not this long. He's about 75 out. Goes to Clark, who's still wide on that half-forward flank. He'd be 65 out. And now he goes long, flat punt to the top of the square. They fly. No one can take the mark. The ball hits the deck. They fight for it. Umpire says play on. And now he's going to ball it up about 30 metres dead in front of South Bunbury's goal. There's a bit of apprehension, isn't there, Craney? A bit of a lull in the crowd. Austin grabs the footy.
The crowd is enjoying this. Don't worry about that.
Handballs his way out of defence.
They might need to turn the lights on shortly, though.
That was Torrey, and Eckert got off his man
He did
beautifully.
that very well, didn't he?
Took the mark on his chest. Now he goes long on his left. To centre forward, they fly. No one can take the mark. Ball hits the deck, working exceptionally hard is Parkinson. He is gang tackled there. Brought to ground. The umpire's going to ball it up for Hyundai once more.
The beauty of these two sides is the transition play is very, very quick. The ball is swinging, but the forwards are pushing back into the fence as well.
We're at the top of 50 for the Magpies. Big fist by Eckert. Galloway gets it off the pack to Bain. Bain snaps it forward. It's right into the middle of the ground. Picked up off the deck by Hoffman. Runs away, has a bounce. Looks for something. Goes on his left. Parkinson can't mark it. Ball comes to deck. There's Gallagher. He's worked hard for his side today. It's at the top of the Magpies 50. Bain. As the game gets tougher, so does Bain, doesn't he?
He does.
I really like him.
Doesn't
as a player.
mind putting his body on the line, does he?
You just love to be playing alongside him week in, week out, Bain. You walk taller. Up they go. And big
it's a
fist
good
from
fist.
Eckert to full forward. No one can take the footy. What's the umpire saying? Incorrect disposal, and I think that was a good call.
Jack Wright again. That's probably Mower service tackle too. That was
Yeah.
very good. The
Got
kick
it.
not so good.
Went out to Gorda, and it wasn't very good, and it's trickled out under the beautiful bright scoreboard here.
Yeah, it looks picturesque over in that pocket, doesn't it?
In the Magpies' right forward pocket, and it's 13 points the difference on the right Nemitz scoreboard in the favour of the Tigers. 5 minutes gone and pressed a power equipment clock. Ball's in dispute. Crane, slick handball to Bain. Cormac can't pick it up. He's getting harassed by 4 and 5. Ganza and Austin brought to ground, and they're going to ball it up.
I'd like to see how many times you call that Crane to Bain to Cormac.
I know. The intensity in this game is unbelievable. The ball goes up for Hyundai, 60 metres out of the Magpies' goal. Coming through was Fraser. I'd get him back in defence immediately. Cormac puts it out on the wing. They're out in front of Bodie Nordell. And too hard for him to handle. The ball's going to come back into
A
play.
couple of tide kicks just coming into play in the start of this last quarter.
I'd be putting Fraser back, Craney.
He's very good along that back line, isn't he?
So we've got Kemp and Hawkins. Hawkins been pretty good in the ruck. Kemp gets a fist on it. Fraser can't grab it. Bain does, then he's stripped of it. It's all on out there. Ethan Nordell.
Oh, well
Fraser,
played.
I called him off the ball and he's won the clearance. Goes inside 50. Galloway. Good intercept mark. Going back with the flight. Courage. Ooh, bit more than he can chew. Parkinson with the intercept. Crane's there, wins the footy. Quick handball out to Cormac. Cormac brings it out to Sisk. There's a contender for the CP Outdoors mark of the day. One-hander and just plays on. Does not break stride. Johnson grabs the ball. Tackled by Lucas Kemp. What's the umpire going to say here? He's saying play on. God, this game is incredible.
Sisk just, if you don't mind, stuck out the mitt and it just stuck and didn't even break stride.
CPR Outdoors. They must like that one, Crane.
Oh, I'm glad Charlie's picking this one.
Running out of ink.
Up they go. Jay Wright wins the tap. Akers can't pick it up. Magpies clear the ball through. Not. Just somehow got over the back. Parkinson comes hard. That's good courage. Gathers the ball. Goes back to Arbin. Arbin
Clever.
quick onto the boot. Finds Howell. Howell gets it off to Solberg. Solberg to Parkinson. Galloway battles on. Puts it up to Crichton.
We've got a runner
too
on
far
the
out.
outside.
Big right foot into the corridor, and it's all South Bunbury. Big fist from Versace. Runs it out of the fence. He gets out after it. This big Rocco picks it up. Handballs off to Clark. Clark down the wing with a right foot drop punt. A good mark there to Ethan Nordell. Goes inside to Waldron. Picked it up. Good handball off to Bodie Nordell. Chips inside 50. Johnson. Oh, the Tigers are working well. Gen X engineering teamwork.
How's a big fist from Rocco Versace? If you're going to hit the thing, Macca, you hit the thing. And that's exactly what he did. He just went whack as Jace Cormac comes off for a well-earned rest onto the Harvey Norman interchange bench.
So, Blaine Johnson. He'll shoot from about 45, dead in front. He's going for his third goal of the day. Runs around. Oh, it is ugly. And it's out of bounds. That left forward pocket, that breeze really does get hold of it.
That makes it a bit tricky to kick down there. Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB is there. Thanks for your support this afternoon.
So the ball to come back into play for cashforcans.com. Wright wins it down. That was Jay Wright. Crane hovering around. Meadmore knocked off it. Ball comes out. Magpies can't keep their feet. A snap off the deck by Crane, and he's put it through. That's a real contender for the WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day.
They bullocked that in, didn't they? They just went and bullocked, and that was pretty classy. Just on the left boot as it landed, well roved off the pack and popped it through.
All class by the little veteran, the little master. Be good if we can see the replay. Here it is. There's a real scramble. There's just no room. He reads it pretty well, just stays ready. Bang onto his left foot, straight through the middle, Alan. That is a definite contender.
Here we're going. Thanks to SKG too. Get your scans at SKG Radiology. And we need to turn these lights on at hands.
He's like a good red wine, isn't he? Your young bloke just gets better with age.
Turns to vinegar?
No, he gets better with age, Alan. That might be you and me.
Yeah.
But not him.
That was a very handy goal by the Tigers.
Yep. 6-10, 46 to 4-3, 27 on the right Nemeth scoreboard.
Busselton were really starting to push the contest here.
10 minutes gone on the Preston Power Equipment clock. The umpire just barking instructions for Hyundai as he throws the ball into the air. One down beautifully there by Wright. And knocked off it as he handballed it away. Head over the footy is Bain. Picks it up and emerges from the pack. They got their tails up, the Tigers. And that's holding the ball.
Should have handed it off. He just held it too long. Decided to, once you make two decisions, you're in a bit of trouble.
To Arbin. Arbin to Patterson. Takes the mark. Forward to centre wing. And they need to make their move, the Magpies. Here's Hoffman. Puts it inside 50. South Bunbury have really set themselves up well behind the ball. Galloway got the footy off to a teammate. They dribble it forward. Bain working tirelessly. Crichton with him. Arbin goes in hard. Oh, gee, there is just not one player not having a crack here.
Ryan Eckhout got up there very ginger, but he's all right. He's wandering back to his forward position.
Up they go. Kennedy wins this, but straight into... Oh! Was that Nordal had his head knocked off?
Yeah, I reckon he did. Right in front of us. Blindsided by the umpire.
That won't worry the Viking.
Oh, he gets off, has a bit of a blink, shake of the head, and off he goes again.
One down by Kennedy, taken by Nordal, straight in for the clearance. That's the way you like it.
So obviously his vision was all right.
Up they go again. One down by Wright, taps it to himself and wins the clearance, sort of. It's smothered by Torrey, running at it hard with the Magpies was Marshall. Thrown off the footy. Nordal gets it to Clark. Clark goes inside 50. Johnson in a one-on-one. Now he gets after it. He's got Kemp with him. Outside of the right boot. Out on the full.
I reckon that might have been inside of the left boot, the way that left his boot. Because that was, he didn't get anywhere. Worked himself into a pretty good spot.
Worked himself into a frenzy.
Yeah, he did. The legs were going. The legs were pumping, but just couldn't get the last bit of it right.
Right, the Magpies need to get cracking. 12 minutes gone on the Preston Power Equipment, and they are 19 points down. So if they are going to win this game, they need to make a move. Meadmore to the half-back flank. Ball goes over the head of Knott and off their hands, in fact, and goes over the line, so there'll be a ball in at right half-back for the Maggies. This is just playing into South Bunbury's hands, just seconds ticking away.
Yeah, Busselton want to bring it across to the grandstand side here and open the game up at Hands Oval.
Yeah, turning it into a slower type game. One down there by Wright, and they win the ball forward, do the Tigers. The ball eludes Knott, and then he puts his head over it, wins it, asking Marshall for support. Now he comes through. Marshall pulled off it as he goes to kick it. Incorrect disposal. They play on immediately. The Tigers.
Oh, that's a brilliantly intercepted mark by
Torrey
Busselton.
put his body on the line and took a
mark that one
mark
down there for the
Yep.
who we done? The WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day. Keep an eye on that one too, Chase.
Torrey got it to Austin.
Charlie.
Took a mark and
all good.
handballed it to Marshall. And
That's my grandson's name, Chase. I just
watched.
watched him out there.
so Austin has the ball again here at half back for the Maggies. They can't get that fast, free-flowing movement going they had in the first half. Here they come. There's Akers. Gets a handball off to Ganza. Ganza goes to centre half forward. Patterson's there. Ball goes over the back, and here's Rocco Versace. Puts his head over the footy. Can't quite get it cleanly. Ball still in dispute. Galloway brought to ground by Parkinson. What's the umpire saying? He's saying, I'm going to ball it up for Hyundai, lads.
He's had a good afternoon too, Galloway, across that half-back line. He'd be
been
pushing
impressive
for our Western All Pest Services Defender of the Day.
He's been impressive the last few weeks. One down by Eckert. Nearly grabbed it out of the ruck and had a shot on goal. There's Jake Wright as he takes the ball and he's pulled into the ground for Bunbury Mower Service. They are dead on their feet, just about, these players.
Yeah, they're tired.
Horsman comes to Galloway, snaps it away on his left.
And they've got every right to be.
Ethan Nordell just goes with the big torpedo into the middle of the ground. Sets Crane a task. He keeps it in front, the little master. Goes backward to Jai Clark. And he's absolutely mowing into the ground for Bunbury Service. The umpire says, push in the back. Jai Clark wins a free. No, he's going to ball it up for Hyundai. Sorry about that. I thought the umpire signalled to push in the back. He said, give it to me. Up they go. No ruckman can lay a finger on it. Coming through is Parkinson. It was Austin, actually. Umpire's going to ball it up. Again, we're right half forward for the Magpies. They need a goal. Nordell.
And someone did flick the lights are on.
Nordell picked the ball up, tackled immediately, but this is what they'll want. The Tigers now, stoppage after stoppage.
I bet the umpires don't, Mac.
No. One down by Kennedy. Ganza tackled as he picks it up. It's now come back to Hoffman. Gets it inside 50. Eckert, what's the umpire seen? It's being held. It's a free kick going to the Magpies.
To
Eckert. So the big left footer, he's kicked two. And if they ever need him to kick one, it's right now, Alan.
And we know he is a very good kicker. The football is Ryan Eckert.
And it is on the right side for his left foot.
That breeze has picked up a little bit.
And he's going to kick it from 35. Geez, that breeze is howling.
She's picked up a little bit, hasn't it? One of those squalls coming through.
In he comes, sends it on its way. I tell you what, Craney. He's kicked a point.
Oh, I thought the way everyone was going, I was going with you, Mac. Sorry about the silence on the radio there. We were both watching that, and I thought that had drifted through, but it must have went skinny side.
So South Bunbury 6:10:46 to Busselton 4:4:28 on the right Nemeth scoreboard. 16 and a half minutes gone for Presta Power Equipment. And the game's in the balance. South Bunbury hanging on to an 18-point lead as Gorda kicks the ball into play and finds Crane out on the half-back flank. Comes inside to Siska. Really liked his day at the office, Cade Siska. Real up-and-comer, Craney.
Yeah, you can have a look at that for one of those rising stars.
Gives a handball.
Garage Doors Southwest.
Gives a handball back to a risen star in Gorda.
Risen star.
And Knott gets the ball off the pack. Gives it to Parkinson. Fumbles for a bit. Then regains composure. He's got Howell there all on his Pat Malone. He goes inside 50 off the right boot. Cameron. Right with him was Horsman. And he's been very, very serviceable again, young Benny Horsman.
Just around the ground thanks to Geograph Civil. Bunbury 9 goals, 13-67 have defeated AMR. 8 goals, 5-53.
Ooh.
So Bunbury carry on their merry way.
So ball back into play, forward pocket for the Magpies. One down by right, took it out of the pack. Umpire's going to ball it up. Seconds ticking away, Alan. 18 minutes gone here at hands in this last quarter.
Yeah, the players have definitely slowed it up a little bit.
Magpies can't land a blow. Crane gets the ball out. Austin tries to keep it in front of him. That's Ethan Nordell, just hacks it out of the pack. In front of Chitty, and he's happy to see it over the line.
A lot of players around the ball now. South Bunbury have pushed a lot of players back into that forward unit of Busseltons.
Absolutely.
No one in the forward 50.
No.
Or 60 or 70, actually. There's no one near it.
Ball comes back into play. Right half forward for the Magpies. No ruckman once again can get a hand on it. Ball spills out the pack. Bain picks it up. Umpire's going to ball it
Do you
up.
know what I love about the one percenters, like the smothering and the little things that are done in football that make good sides from both these sides?
Absolutely. One down by Kennedy. Smacked forward by Nordell. Marshall picks the ball up. Only got it as far as right to act it forward. Fraser. Socket it forward. Found Torrey. Torrey puts it on the chest of Cameron, who dropped what he should have taken right. Picks the ball up. Solberg. Flying shot and goal. Waiting back is Gorder.
Well, it bounced straight off the chest, didn't it?
Yeah. Geez, it looked, for everything, a beautiful kick and mark on the lead. But Tom Gorder doing what he does best, reading the play and then giving a long, big kick out of defence. Tony Knott come up the ground. Big fly. Couldn't mark. Knocked over as he went to pick it up. They go forward again through Ethan Nordell. It's a big up and under. Standing underneath, it's Hoffman. Couldn't mark. It's red and white jumpers everywhere. They're really risen to the occasion here, the Tigers, after a poor first quarter. And they look to me like they're going to hang on now, Alan.
Well, they pushed a lot of numbers around the footy and around the contest, have the Tigers.
20 minutes gone here at Hanson Preston Power Equipment clock. Ball's on the wing. Right, shovels it out, looking for Waldrett. It's socket off the ground. There by Chitty, the captain. Got it to Lane. Lane over the top to Johnson. Come back to Chitty. He's got Siska there. Punched it onto him. Siska made an absolute mile of room for Lane. Who's picked it up?
He's run too far.
He's
run too far.
He travelled. Goodness me, I'd like to see
There
that on the
was
replay.
No one between Lane and the goals, and he's been pinged for going too far.
Gee. Fraser brings the ball back into play. The Magpies live to fight another day because that was all goal. If we have a look on the replay here, Alan. Lane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I think he was pushing it, but
probably
all
right
he had to
on the
do was
limit.
touch the ball on the ground. he had plenty of room.
Crichton has it on the wing. Swings the ball into the middle round. Torrey got 2 to beat. Takes a mark on his chest. Good kick by Crichton. Plays on immediately. Long down the centre of the ground. They fly. Good, strong mark. That's a contender for the WA, for the CPR Outdoors mark of the day. That was gutsy.
That took the wind out of Tommy Gorder too. He come down very awkward.
He's had a really good game today,
He always
Tom.
does.
Yeah.
Take his mark stats over a season. They are phenomenal.
We have to get him in the votes today. We miss him out a lot because he just does what we expect.
I think he's in the Western Orchestra definitely for the best defender. But, gee, there's a number of them, as was said throughout the cast.
The Viking just unloaded the football down to the half-back flank out of the back pocket.
Yeah, pushing it to scoreboard side too, and that's the dead side.
Yeah, it is. They're playing
so
smart
South
footy.
have done that pretty well. We've got numbers around the contest, pushing to the dead side.
Hawkins and Kemp, one down by Hawkins, picked up by Bain. Ball's across the line. I've liked the work of Hawkins in the ruck today.
Yeah, he bullocks, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And when Jay Wright's gone in there, he's done a pretty good job as well.
He has. Kemp's pretty much done it the whole... Oh, no, Kennedy's come in and given him a chop out, but he's battled on. Ball comes in. Kemp tries to plough through. Picked up by Crichton. Trying to work his way out of trouble. Ends up with South Bunbury player in Hall, and he has to give it back to
It's
the
all
umpire.
working minutes away, isn't it, for the Tigers?
Up they go for Hyundai. Big fist. Cormac missed it. Comes out the back to Chitty. He picked it up pretty cleanly. He's tackled. Has to give a handball away. Coming through for Versace with a big fist again. Came to Cormac. Dished out the handball to Waldrett, whose kick was smothered. And they're going to throw it in for cashforcans.com.
Thanks to SKG for your support this afternoon. Get your scans at SKG.
So here they go. Umpire throwing it in, the boundary umpire throwing it in for cashforcans.com. Back into play it goes. One down by Kemp to Knott. Knott got a handball away, but to no one in particular. Chitty goes down. Parkinson head over it. They fight for the football. It's like bees around a honey pot. It's not the first time I've said that today.
Yeah, and that's what Tigers are doing, Mac. They're just getting numbers to every contest to bottle it up. If you can't move her forward, just keep her in that spot.
One down by Hawkins again. Here's Gallagher. Gets a handball to Cormac. Cormac goes on his right boot and goes long. Puts it out in front of Clark. He's put the afterburners on. Can't quite pick it up. Pushes it out in front of him. He's still got Meadmore. Slides. Picks it up. Meadmore stuck to the task. What's the umpire saying? Held without it? No, holding the ball. Oh, incorrect disposal. Johnny Meadmore.
That was a great chase by
Yeah.
Meadmore, wasn't it? The veteran.
So
Never
Meadmore
give up.
down the line. Galloway nearly takes Mark Solberg. Ends up with the football. Handballs. It's intercepted there by Gallagher. Puts it in front of Sawyer. Tackled by Solberg. Gets to Cormac. Dances around one. Somehow gets it off the right boot. Not. Throws a fist at it. Fists it forward. Frenetic is Bain. Comes through. Gets it to Sawyer. Snaps it forward. Chitty, bang, bang. Handballs it out there to Hall. He can't pick it up. The Magpies, no one there to save the day. Sock it off the ground there
And
by
guess who?
Austin. And there's Tom Gorder to give us all a breath.
That's a good lesson by youngsters there with Johnny Meadmore with his persistent run, chase, tackle. And there it is, Macca. That is game over. What a game of footy. South Bunbury 6 goals, 10-46. They have beaten Busselton 4 goals, 4-28. How'd you go, Mac?
Why? Just let me just take a bit of stock because that was a brilliant game of football.
It was at that. That was an outstanding game of football in pretty good conditions that it turned out. We're going to take a break, give Macca a bit of time to get his breath back, give Charlie a bit of time to get his figures all sorted out, and we'll be back after the break.